Welcome, students. Today we are learning about ecology. Ecology is the study of how living things interact with each other and with their environment. It shows us the amazing links between plants, animals, and their surroundings. Now, students, notice this. Ecology also helps us understand how much we depend on nature. We need it for clean air, fresh water, food, and many other resources. This is an important point. When we protect the balance of nature, we also protect life on Earth, including our own. Next, let's understand what an ecosystem is. An ecosystem has two main parts. First, the living components, like plants, animals, and microorganisms that interact every day. Second, the non-living components, like water, air, soil, sunlight, and minerals, which provide the base for life. Now, students, here's something important. It's the interaction between living and non-living things that makes an ecosystem work. Examples include tropical rainforests, freshwater ponds, or even your own backyard with grass, insects, and birds. Yes, your backyard is an ecosystem too. Let's look at habitats and niches. A habitat is the natural home of an organism. It's where it lives, finds food, and reproduces. You can think of it as the organism's address. A niche is the role or job that organism plays, what it eats, how it behaves, and how it interacts with others. Now, students, notice this rule. No two species can share the exact same niche in the same habitat. Why? Because it would create competition. Instead, nature allows each species to have its own role, which keeps balance in the ecosystem. Students, energy in an ecosystem flows through food chains and food webs. First, producers like plants and algae capture sunlight and make food by photosynthesis. Next, primary consumers, herbivores such as rabbits and deer, eat plants and pass on energy. Then come the secondary consumers, carnivores like hawks, snakes, or spiders that eat the herbivores. Finally, decomposers like bacteria and fungi recycle nutrients by breaking down dead organisms. Here's an important point. Only about 10% of energy moves to the next level. The rest is lost as heat during daily life activities. That's why food chains usually have just a few levels. Now let's see how humans impact ecology. One problem is pollution, like chemical waste, plastics, and dirty air that harm animals and plants. Another is habitat loss. When forests are cut or land is developed, many species lose their homes. We also face issues from invasive species, non-native plants or animals that push out local species and upset the balance. But here's a success story. Scientists found that fertilizer runoff caused harmful algae blooms in lakes. With new farming rules, water quality has greatly improved. This shows how ecological research can solve real-world problems. Finally, students, why does ecology matter to you? First, it shows us that all life, including humans, is connected in one big web. Second, it guides us to protect biodiversity, the variety of life on Earth. And third, it reminds us that personal action counts. You can help by saving water, reducing waste, recycling, and learning about local wildlife. Remember this. Together, our small steps keep Earth's ecosystems balanced and healthy for the future.